Drugstore June opens with Bill, Bobby Lee, June's, Esther Povitsky, boss at the local pharmacy, telling her that he gets her. He's using that to segue into the latest customer complaints about her behavior, but he also seems to mean it. That might make him the only one. June is a source of frustration and annoyance to pretty much everyone in her life, whether they've just met or have known her for years. To spend time with her is to be driven up the wall. How ballsy, then, to build a movie around us spending 91 minutes with her. Drugstore June finds laughs in a tricky comedic setup. Drugstore June, official trailer, play video. And how impressive that I've come away from it with a net positive experience. While it generates laughs at a joke level, the real comedic engine is powered by our ability to identify with the poor, exasperated souls conversing with June in any given scene. There's intrigue in seeing just how she will stymie their attempts to achieve whatever they were hoping to get out of talking to her, and their reactions bring a feeling of Schadenfreude-type release. To pull that off at feature length takes some skill, both behind and in front of the camera. Craft-wise, Drugstore June displays a clear personality. Director Nicholas Goosen, who wrote the script with Povitsky, wields the camera, music, and performances to create a cohesive atmosphere, which proves essential. It's indie comedy quirky, but specific enough to allow for some intentional playfulness. This story world is a bit off, but if everyone behaves somewhat strangely to us, June is strange by their standards. Part of the fun is not knowing when the movie will throw you a curveball and suggest June's mom stashing June's dinner under the sink to hide it from her dad is a normal occurrence. Esther Povitsky delivers the right performance. But in this movie, it all comes down to the supporting characters. As a performer, Povitsky is locked in, and she toes a difficult line to keep June from wearing us out. Her line readings, "I'm half Jewish, half regular," are frequently winners. However, the movie structure means that her scene partners often determine whether things are working, and mileage may vary significantly here. This is less an issue of acting than of characterization and plotting. The moments that work best either have a strong narrative frame, or feature characters that collide with June's energy in an interesting way. These include interrogations by two detectives, Jackie Sandler and Al Madrigal, after Bill's pharmacy is robbed, a hostile encounter with her old boss, Ms. Pat, and some delightful back-and-forth with Owen, Danny Griffin, a recent meet-cute of June's, and his two friends, Nick Rutherford and Johnny, dumbfounded, Park, over pancakes. Beverly D'Angelo as June's mother is also a clear standout, making the most of every moment she's on screen. The sibling dynamic between June and her brother Jonathan, Brandon Wardell, worked less well for me, and the full family scenes generally aren't as engaging as June's investigation of the robbery. The bottom line, even with some inconsistencies, Drugstore June is funny. It creatively approaches a deceptively ambitious setup and doesn't overstay its welcome. There are ideas in it that feel like raw versions of what could be refined in the filmmaker's next features, but especially in what's typically an uninspiring month for new theatrical movies, this comedy is well worth a look.